Hi students, hope you are all doing very well. Today we are going to learn a poem. The name of the poem is Day by Day I Float My Paper Boats. So this is a poem written by Rabindranath Tagore. So first of all, I want you all to open page number 115 in your textbook. Page number 115. So, this is Rabindranath Tagore. Rabindranath Tagore was a Bengali poet, writer, composer, philosopher, and painter. He reshaped Bengali literature and music as well as Indian art. Author of the Gitanjali, he became in 1913 the first non-European as well as the first lyricist to win the Nobel Prize in Literature. Tagore's poetic songs were viewed as spiritual and mercurial. However, his elegant prose and magical poetry remain largely unknown outside Bengal. He is sometimes referred to as the Bard of Bengal. So, this is Rabindranath Tagore. I hope you all have already heard about him. He is the one who wrote our national anthem. And he also won Nobel Prize for Literature. So, Rabindranath Tagore was a Bengali poet. He was not only a poet, he was a writer, composer, philosopher, and painter. And what did he do? He reshaped Bengali literature and music as well as Indian art. He is a key point. He is a key person in reshaping the art and literature of Bengalis. Okay, and author of the Gitanjali. His most famous work is Gitanjali, and in 1913 he won the Nobel Prize in Literature. And he was also the first non-European person to win this award. Tagore's poetic songs were viewed as spiritual and mercurial. However, his elegant prose and magical poetry remain largely unknown outside Bengal. So the problem about his poetry is that his poetry was not so well known outside of Bengal. Okay, we only know a little about Rabindranath Tagore, but we are not more into his poetry. He is sometimes referred to as the Bard of Bengal. So, Rabindranath Tagore is also known as the Bard of Bengal. Now, let us move into the poem. I hope you all have opened page number 115 in your textbook. Now, look into the text. Day by day, I float my paper boards, one by one, down the running stream. In big block letters, I write my name on them and the name of the village where I live. I hope that someone in some strange land will find them and know who I am. I load my little boats with surely flowers from our garden and hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. So that's all the poem. Now let us move into the description. So look at the first line itself. Day by day, I float my paper boat. So that is the title of the poem. Day by day, I float my paper boats. So the poet is here more like a child. He is assuming himself to be a child. And what do we do? What do children do? They make small paper boats and they find enthusiasm or happiness in floating it in some kind of water. So here the poet, what is he doing? He is plotting his paper boats day by day. I am doing it every day. The poet is trying to do it every day, one by one, down the running stream. So there is a small stream in his village. So what is a stream? A stream is a small, narrow river. A stream is a small, narrow river. So what is he doing? He is floating. That means putting it upon the water. Okay. Day by day, I float my paper boats one by one down the running stream. So I make paper boats every day. And what do I do with it? I make it float over the water. And one by one, I put over the water and it will go flowing through the river. Sorry, stream. A small narrow river is called a stream. So what is the poet doing here? He is making small paper boats and he is putting it on the water. In big block letters, I write my name on them and the name of the village where I live. So what does he do? In big block letters, I write my name on them and the name of the village where I live. The poet writes his name. Okay, he writes his name in big block letters. Block letters means plain capital letters. We use capital letters. When we start a sentence, we start it with a capital letter. When we write a name of a person, we start it with a capital letter. So, what is the poet doing here? He is writing his complete name in big capital letters on the paper boards. And what else did he write? I write my name on them and the name of the village where I live. So what else did he write? He also wrote the name of the village where he is living. So the poet usually makes paper boats every day so that he can float it down the stream. And what does he write on the paper boards? He writes his name in big capital letters and the name of the village where he lives. Okay, so he is not a person who forgets his own village. Okay, he loves his village as well as he loves him. So what does he do? He writes down the name of the village and his own name in big and capital letters on the paper boards. So that is what the poet do. So now moving on to the next paragraph. I hope that someone in some strange land will find them and know who I am. I load my little boats with surely flowers from our garden and hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. So, what is he doing? I hope that someone in some strange land will find them and know who I am. So, why is the poet doing this? He is writing his name and the village name of the village. So, what is he doing that? He is hoping means we want something to happen. Okay, so when we want to pass an exam, we hope that we will pass the exam. So that is what we do. We want something to happen. We want to pass that exam. So that is the meaning of hope. Okay. So here, when the poet is writing down his name and the name of his village on the paper boards, what is he hoping for? He is hoping that someone in some strange land, okay, some person from some strange land. Strange land means some place which he doesn't know about. Okay, he is hoping that someone from some strange place will find his paper boards. And he is also hoping that while looking at his paper boards, they will understand who sent these paper boards via water. Okay, so he is putting on paper boards on the water, writing his name and the name of his village. Okay, so why is he doing that? He is thinking that someone from some strange land will one day find these paper boards. And by looking at these paper boards, these people, these strange people that he doesn't even know about, will know about him. Okay, he wanted some strange people to know about him. He wanted them to know that a boy named Bharat is sending a paper boat from this village. Okay, that is what he is implying. So I load my little bots with Shuli. Okay, so he is also decorating. Okay, he is also decorating. So what is Shuli? Shuli, this flower is called a Shuli. So we can see this in our place also. This flower is known as Parijadam. Parijadam in our land. In Malayalam, it is Parijadam. Okay, so we can see this in the roadsides and other places also. So the speciality of this flower is that this flower blooms during night time. This flower blooms during the night time. So what is the poet doing here? He is loading his little bots with shuli. He is decorating his little paper bots with the help of shuli flowers. Flowers from our garden, and hope that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. So what is he hoping and decorating his paper bots with? Shuli flowers. And he, where did he take that flowers from? It was from his garden. Okay, there were a lot of shuli flowers in the poet's garden. So he plucked off the flowers from this garden and he decorated his paper boat. And why did he do that? He is hoping again. Okay, first he hoped that someone from some strange land will identify him. And now what is he hoping? He is hoping now that these blooms of the dawn. So what is the meaning of blooms? Blooms means fully open flowers. Blooms are fully open flowers. Okay, so what is the meaning of dawn? Dawn means sunrise. Okay, the time of the day when the sun is rising is called a dawn. Okay, so he is thinking that these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to land in the night. Okay, he is hoping that these blooms of the dawn, why is he calling the shuli flowers blooms of the dawn? Because it will be blooming only during night time, will be carried safely to the land in the night. Okay, so he is hoping that these blooms of the dawn, okay, these blooms of the dawn will be carried safely to the land in the night time. He is hoping that during the night time these flowers will be carried safely to the land so that people can find these shuli flowers which are decorated in the small bots that the poet is making. So what is the poet doing here? First, he is making paper bots and he is doing it day by day. That means he does that every day. So why is he doing that? He is doing that because he thinks someone will identify him. And how is he making sure of that? He writes his name in block letters or in capital letters. He writes his name in capital letters and he write it down on the paper boards and he decorates it with the shuli flowers and he sends it through the small stream. He sends it through the small stream. And why is he doing that? He is hoping that someone from some strange land will identify him, and he is hoping for some other thing. What is that? That these blooms of the dawn. So what is the blooms of the dawn? Shuli flowers. Shuli flowers are the blooms of the dawn, and he is hoping that these flowers will be taken to the land during the night very safely without being destroyed. He is hoping that these flowers will be taken to the land. So I hope you all understood the poem very well. Read the poem 3 or 4 times loudly so that you can understand it. Watch the video and make the pronunciation completely clear. As for the grammar portions of this chapter, we have to learn infinitives and phrases, which we have already learned in our previous chapters. So revise that chapters again for the grammar portions and try to do the exercises from the textbook. Thank you.